Hi, everybody. This is Ursula. As many of you probably figured out, I'm toggling between my YouTube channel called the Ascension Playground and my wonderful class that I'm a part of for Julia's Quantum Soul Guidance. It's a practitioner's course. So with her permission, I'm sharing some of the class material basically to inspire everybody to really consider this program. For me, going galactic just was the next best step. But I want to show a chart with you because if you're new to the course or you're new to this whole idea, I created a little picture because I like to talk in terms of pictures. Here we are. When we talk about what is a quantum soul reading, you know, it's three big words. Quantum, meaning non-linear, off the timeline. Past, present, future. No, it's quantum is more about this idea of beyond the third and fourth dimension. There are other dimensions where you can have much more of a multi-dimensional soul experience. So a soul reading is more broad-based. It's like looking at not just this life, but past lives, this life, and potentially even future lives. So in class, what we're learning is there's 5 basic pillars that hold up this idea of a quantum soul reading. These first 5 pillars are basically feeding our mind. We get to learn how to navigate using the mind, which is really important. So the first pillar is learning the 12 signs of the zodiac. If you're an astrologer or have already studied astrology, this will be really easy for you. However, did you know there's a galactic aspect to the 12 signs as well? That's the new part. Then we also have another pillar about the 12 houses. So we're using, again, the base of astrology, whether it's Western or Vedic. There's this idea of 12 signs of the zodiac, 12 houses within the zodiacal wheel. And then we have our planets within the solar system that Earth is within. So we studied the planets. There's also aspects. Aspects are those beautiful sacred geometries that show up in a natal chart, whether it's a trine, an opposition, a conjunction. And did you know there's a quantum galactic way of reading aspects when you take this course? The 5th pillar we learn about, and the most interesting one to come, will be about fixed stars and how they relate to the constellations that we see in the sky. Each fixed star has a narrative, and that narrative embodies a certain energetic frequency. Once you learn about the fixed stars that are activated in your natal chart, you can see and test for accuracy whether or not some of those stories have played out for you in your life or not. They could actually help you navigate towards why things are the way they are and where you're headed. But underneath or atop these 5 pillars, as we move upward, is half the class is going to be learning how to work with our beautiful intuition. Intuition, what does that mean? I'm going to pause there for a moment and I'll come back to what does that mean. But you can see the math. We work with our mind looking at 5 pillars of support at least half the time. But remember, there's a galactic interpretation to each of these pillars. Julia bases this work on some of her studies, foundational studies in what's called QHHT, quantum healing, hypnosis, and I forget what the T is. That'll come to me later. Anyway, it's based on the work of Dolores Cannon. And I know that the T will come to me later. Anyway, so as she studied QHHT and soul realignment readings, and the galactic interpretations came forward in these 5 pillars. So intuition with 5 pillars. Let me stop sharing for a minute. I gotta laugh at myself. When you're almost 60, I'm telling you, sometimes the words are there and then they pop out. So I'm just going to assume maybe I pop in and out of this timeline. I don't know. For me as an artist, it's a game. And at the end of the game, it really is a big cosmic joke because you can kind of laugh at yourself. Why was I so serious? Why was that such a struggle? Well, try and get 1,000-foot view and then a 2,000-foot view and then get a galactic view to why things are the way they are. And maybe, just maybe, through this program, you'll understand the whole trajectory of how this Earth life was informed by the past and may even show you where you're going next. It's all quantum, so in some ways, this idea of everything happening all at once may ring a bell, because from a planetary position, if you're looking at the science and how our solar system has moved into this new place called the photonic light belt, we're getting more solar mass ejections. It's just like we're in this new area that we haven't been before. So we're feeling it on an earth level, on a bodily level, on a collective level. So this is why I like the painting in the background of me, learning how to tune into these matrices and step into much more of my galactic citizenship is a way for me to navigate in these very different times. I'm going to call it out as different, Aquarian, expected in a certain way. But how do I want to hold the energy? In love or fear? Okay, well, that's enough little tidbits for you, but I wanted to show you that chart because some people are thinking, there's a lot of things happening and moving around all at once. And somehow I'm wired to basically boop, 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 and then shish kebab a particular sentence, or shish kebab a particular paragraph. And this is what makes those free mini starseed readings so fascinating for me, because your feedback is coming in and I'm like, oh, I guess maybe something's working. Keep going. All right, till next time on either the Ascension Playground or the Quantum Soul Journey with Julia Balaz's incredible practitioners class. See you next time. Bye.